Good afternoon. Certainly hoping that your day is coming up good. Welcome on board. It is time for TV47 at 4. My name is Linda Alela. We start off on a political note where rising political tensions, hate speech and growing divisions among Kenyans continue to rise up. But of course, this is being looked at as we get to see just what really needs to be done, even as calls continue on NCIC to take charge and, of course, tone down the political rhetorics that continue.
As I assume the leadership of NCIC, I pledge 3 things that must go on record: impartial service, proactive action, and partnership for peace. We will serve all Kenyans fairly, act decisively, and build strong partnerships to advance cohesion across every corner of our country.
What I want to tell you as NCIC, take the plate that you have been given and first of all empty it. May you implement that act to the end before we hear that you need more powers. More powers to do what when you have not exhausted what you already have. We have the prosecution, we have the investigators, we have Kenyans coming forward to complain about this and that. First of all, attend to that.
All right, away from that, women, friends and family of gospel artist Rachel Muthoni Wandeto on Wednesday gathered at the Kenyatta National Hospital morgue and marched to the office of the Inspector General of Police, that is Douglas Kanja, demanding justice for the slain musician following her brutal killing, that is after she succumbed to severe burns and burn injuries sustained during an attack that is by unknown assailants in Mwiki, right here in Nairobi. Now, homicide detectives from the Directorate of Investigations have since taken over this probe, and investigations seek to establish the motive behind the attack as well as apprehend those responsible. Rachel died on Monday, May the 18th, 2026, while receiving treatment at the Kenyatta National Hospital after suffering approximately 70% burns.
Family, we don't want to take sides. First of all, we respect our position and the freedom of association. Being a 2-term brigade member, we have no problem with that. It was a choice. But as a family, we don't want to take any side. We want to leave the DCI and the investigative team to do their investigation. So we don't want to say it was political. Let us wait until the investigations are done. But we condemn the act.
To have a young woman, a mother, a sister, a wife, a daughter be treated in such inhumane manner, meet such a death, untimely and cruel, is unacceptable and should be condemned by all leaders across the political divide.
Tunasikia uchungu ndani ya roho zetu wakati tuliweza kuona Rachel Muthoni Wandeto wamechomwa, na mpaka saa hii hatujaambiwa mwenye kumchoma ni nani. Mpaka saa hii hatujajua kwa uhaki ama ukweli nini inaendelea.
Certainly hope that justice then may be found. Now, the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics has launched a nationwide census of technical and vocational education and training institutions, targeting both public and private colleges across the country. Speaking in Nakuru, that is during the flagging off of the exercise, KNBS Director General Dr. MacDonald George Kabudho said the 40-day exercise, which begins today, that is May the 20th, will help the government plan effectively with the data collected to address infrastructure gaps and improve planning in training institutions.
This exercise would mean that we are going to cover all the TVET institutions countrywide, and so the teams that we have 150 research assistants to be supervised by 41 supervisors, and they are going to cover all the 47 counties in a way that from it we'll be able to get to know how many institutions that are we having in the country. So first of all, the name, the institution, and then within each institution, we'd want to get to know the enrollment numbers, we want to know the staffing levels, we want to know the infrastructure that the school has.
We will be the greatest beneficiaries of these georeferenced data, because it is going to help us in terms of planning, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of access, inclusivity, and also even in digitization, and also in planning for the training.
Kirinyaga Senator James Murango is pushing for legal changes, that is to allow the export of raw macadamia, saying the current ban is hurting farmers and limiting their earnings. Murango wants Section 43 of the Agriculture and Food Authority Act amended, that is to allow export of in-shell macadamia. Now, he says the ban limits competition and leaves farmers reliant on a few local processors who dictate prices. The senator argues that opening the market to foreign buyers, especially from China, would boost demand and improve farmers' earnings. And of course, the amendment bill is now at a second reading in the Senate.
Nataka ibatilishwe. Mkulima aweze kuuza vitu zake mahali anataka kuuza. Kwa sababu hivyo ndio sheria inasema ya umiliki wa mali katika kipengee cha 40. Kwa hivyo nataka kuainisha, kuhakikisha kwamba katika kipengee kile cha 40 cha mambo ya kutunza mali ya mtu na mtu kufurahia mali yake kinawiana na kuondoa hii sheria ambayo sasa inakandamiza mkulima, makandamia na hizo vitu zingine.
And crossing borders, President William Ruto has received Kazakhstan's highest state honor, the Order of Dostik First Degree, during a ceremony in Astana. Now, speaking after the award, President Ruto went ahead to say that he was honored to receive the recognition and described it as a symbol of the growing friendship between Kenya and Kazakhstan. He said the award reflects the two countries' commitment to peace, cooperation, and of course a commitment toward making sure that they have stronger relations. The president dedicated the honor of the people, or to the people of Kenya, as well as the partnership between the two nations.
I am deeply humbled and profoundly honored to receive the Order of Dostik First Degree, one of the highest distinctions of your great country. This award is not only a personal recognition, but a luminous symbol of enduring friendship between Kenya and Kazakhstan. It reflects our shared commitment to peace, cooperation, and the enrichment of cultures across continents.
And now to sports. The inaugural 2026 Duracourt Golf Masters Series is set to tee off this Friday, with organizers unveiling a 13-leg tournament that will be staged across golf courses in Kenya. The opening round of the championship will be held at Velab Sports Club before the series moves to Nakuru, Sigona, Nanyuki, Karen, Riru, Nyanza, Limuru, Muthaiga, as well as Kericho and Eldoret. The grand finale is scheduled for the Mount Kipiriri Golf Resort. Winners are set to pocket millions of shillings in prize money, while hole-in-one contestants stand a chance to drive away brand new SUVs. Now, the tournament was officially launched in Nairobi as part of celebrations marking 50 years of Basco Paints.
There's the opportunity to win 13 different top prizes for a hole-in-one, the first hole-in-one that happens at each and every one of those courses will be rewarded courtesy of J2 cars.
Appeal to this organization now to take up the Senior Amateur Championship, which will be for people who are 50 years and above, so that they can get a return on investment on the support that they're giving the golfing community. We look forward, when we have the budget ready for developing the curriculum in school, that we can work together with them in this journey going forward.
It's really important to us as a golfing fraternity, not just as VET Lab. We've never had this kind of series in the country before, so I think this is a first, and we thank Basco Paints, and as they said, that this is the first one, and it's going to be an yearly thing.
And away from the country, Bournemouth dealt a major blow to Manchester City's title hopes after holding Pep Guardiola's side to a 1-1